Fate, that was like one of the big ones.
Okay.
I think that's blue, white versus green.
Yeah.
Green, red, I think.
Oh, some newer, man. I I only remember the first ones.
Oh.
Elspeth versus Koth.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well.
So which one would you create? It's not Warlock versus Warlock.
Oh man, Warlock versus Hunter. But it's such an uphill battle for Warlock. I would just take like the hard matchups and then like tweak the deck so that they're close. You know.
Gotcha. 50%.
Priest versus Warlock. Warlock versus Hunter. There's some non-Warlock ones I would do as well, I guess.
Warlock versus Druid.
Hunter
Warlock
Warrior.
versus Warrior. And Warlock versus Shaman.
Like
Wait. What? This is Warlock versus Shaman.
Rogue versus Hunter. Yeah.
Wait,
I guess.
Warlock versus.
Well, yeah, either the players messed up or the production team did. One of the two.
Well, maybe there's just some miscommunication. Maybe they meant something else.
Yeah,
Either way, this handlock deck. I wonder how it functions against the Shaman.
Yeah, it's not really handlock, is it?
Well, I mean,
It's
there's a couple of giants in here you still have to be careful of.
Yeah. The Phantom Giants. We'll see if PinPingho ends up holding off on attacks or
The
anything.
fear of giants compels you.
He's got 2 hexes and an Earth Shock, which, funny enough, are not going to be very good against his deck. I mean, they'll still be good enough. Hexing a Sludge Belcher is pretty good. But that's pretty much the best target he's going to have here.
Yeah, Urshak Twilight Drake.
This is my favorite Warlock list I've seen so far. I think this Warlock list is better than any of the handlock lists we've seen, because those handlock lists were pretty unrefined. There were a lot of cards that I feel like didn't belong, like Anti-Keelbot and stuff. Whereas this list, every card makes a good amount of sense. You're dodging Big Game Hunter entirely by building it this way. It's just a very great build of it, I'd say. You're going to see Rockbiter take out the Farseer here. And yeah, I'm expecting to see Hex on Sludge Belcher next turn. If Zalae does end up coining that out. There is some merit to just playing Implosion, honestly. It's not that bad of a play. Take out the Spell Power Totem, I'd say.
And you challenge the minions, similar to how Paladin Hero Power challenges Shaman.
Yeah.
I think the role here
It's very
could be
important.
pretty significant. Yep. Ah, 2.
Yeah. It does still interrupt the Sludge Belcher turn. They're still going to get a kill the O2 for free. Not the Frog, though.
That's too bad.
Or, sorry.
Because you'd rather kill.
No, you're right, yeah.
He's also got Mortal Coil, which is fine.
But yeah, I'm expecting Sludge Belcher to get Frog next turn here. For the Warlock, for sure.
You were confused with the POVs, right?
Yeah. They keep switching, man. I'm tired.
That's what happens in Hearthstone broadcasts. You switch POVs.
It's so complicated. A simple little mind can't take it all in. That's okay, though. Hex into... Oh, he's just going to go through it the hard way. Still saving Hex. Just because of the possibility of giants, Frodan has instilled the fear into PinPingho. Those hexes are not going to get too much value this game if that's the case.
That's good stuff.
Well,
Hellfire draws one of the best cards, or Hellfire in general is one of the best cards against Shaman, because generally speaking, the 3 damage should be able to cover everything, other than the big minions like the Drakes and the Fire Elementals. But I'm not sure, because this deck has some interesting choices. I don't think he has Feral Spirits, we haven't seen that in a long time. Instead, he has like a Noyotrons.
I'd like to see a Siphon Soul here, personally. I think that'd be a pretty strong play. Yeah, cutting Feral Spirits is insane. That's awesome. I like a lot of the things he's done with this deck.
Yep. Definitely different, but pretty unique. I like it.
Alright, well. Are we going to see the coin Siphon? I think so. Best target for Siphon in this matchup, usually. So, now the handlock's got Hellfire to catch up if it does fall too far behind. These hexes are going to kind of be blanks for PinPingho. Normally you feel very comfortable playing against a deck like that, as long as you have hexes in hand.
I mean, he's got both hexes and both Earth Shocks.
Yeah. These are my 2 favorite decks in the entire tournament playing against each other.
So you're a happy camper.
Yeah.
I guess you have some good materials for streaming tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess. I'll probably just play these decks in the tournament. I mean, they just seem good.
And I guess good luck trying to sneak anything past your opponents then.
Yeah,
The deck list, by the way, will be posted on the ESL website
cool.
eventually.
I look forward to being a filthy net decking casual tomorrow. But you guys
Well, I
should
mean, you can always just insert a few cards and call it your own.
Eh. Yeah, what's an 8-card difference in Warlock aggro Frodan, right?
Not really much.
Not much at all, no. In a 30-card deck, no difference at all.
Maybe you can put target dummy into that Warlock deck. Show me the way.
It's a 4-card difference from handlock. But that's fine. That's fine, Frodan.
You can put some giants in that deck, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'll call it Raylock. It'll be great.
That is a mighty fine board. It would be a shame if something came up and swept it all away.
I don't think there's such a card in the game though that could deal with multiple minions at 3 or less health. Look at that. Oh, well.
It's a second Hellfire. Oh man. Well,
Do
the
you-
Hellfire leaves up the Harvest Golem 2-1, but
Well,
I
he's just
think
trying to decide, do I use the Owl or the Dark Bomb to kill that off? He's going to go with the Dark Bomb, it looks like. Or just play a Chow.
I think the Chow challenges it enough. It's fine.
He's just going to Hellfire again, I guess. To deal with the 2-1, potentially. Well,
Dr. Boom. Interesting.
back to PinPingho.
Did we ever figure out if he I remember at one point we thought he had to have played Undertaker in this deck, right? He has so many Death Rattles. He has Harvest Golem, Pilot, Sludge Belcher, and like Dr. Boom. And
Yeah.
we just never seen an Undertaker.
Yeah, I asked about it during the cast, but we've never seen it. I doubt it's in there. It seems like a cool way of building Shaman, though, where you basically just avoid as much overload as you can. And just play the high value stuff. Win the attrition war. I wonder if it is a 30-card deck, though. I feel like we're seeing the same cards out of the Shaman every single game.
And there's probably a few cards that we don't know.
Maybe there are Feral Spirits in there. He just hasn't drawn them ever.
Maybe he has only one.
Yeah. I've seen 2 Hex, 2 Earthshock, Zombie Chows at 6, Lightning Storm, Sludge Belcher, Annoytron, 12,
Power Mace,
Power Mace Shredder, 16.
Lightning
Fire
Storm,
Counted that one.
Oh.
Fire Elemental. I'm just like,
Neptulon.
oh yeah, and the Boom. I guess it's up to like 20-ish. There's like 10 cards unknown, I guess. Probably some obvious stuff we're forgetting. It's interesting though, you know, Azure Drake loses a lot of value when you do cut the bolts and the crackles. All you have left is Earthshock and Lightning Storm, so I could definitely see taking that card out of the deck. We've seen Lotheb in the Shaman deck, I think, which
Yeah, we
definitely
have.
makes a lot of sense. It's just a great list, honestly. Every card in it makes sense to me. It's very rare that I see a list and I'm like, oh, you know, there's not much that can be improved about this at all.
For what it's trying to accomplish in the current metagame. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just well built. For both of these decks, honestly.
Alright, well, Lightning Storm, pretty good. Takes out 2, about average median result. How far does he want to go, though, against this hand lock? If he holds back, he thinks there's Molten Giants. Alright, I think he's been paying attention.
Sludge Belcher's gonna come down. Alright. All these hexes.
It's a mighty fine board. He's got the clear with Hellfire and the Owl and the Dark Bomb. That gives him room to tap.
I think you Hellfire Owl Implosion, so you get some dudes.
Ooh, I like that.
It's
I like
getting
that a
pretty low.
lot. I like that way better than my play. Because you leave up a significant amount so that you can challenge the board. He just used Lightning Storm.
I mean, he's going to be going to 9 from the Hellfire, plus whatever the Boombot deals. He's in serious danger of dying, and he recognizes that. It's a scary spot to be if you're Zalae. He's considering Siphon Hellfire, I think, just to gain some life.
Or Implosion on the... Wow. Implosion onto the things, though.
Unexpected play. Zalae doesn't think he has the life to play with to drop Hellfire. And he's out of taunts, I think. His 2 Sludge Belchers are down. We haven't seen Sun Fury or Defender or anything in that deck.
Right. He just wants to clear the board. He also has 2 power overwhelmings. But the problem is, even if he assembles the full 4-card combination for 24 damage, his opponent's at 29 health. Wait, how did that happen? Oh, Zombie Chow. I was like, how did he get to 29 health even though Hellfire was played?
Yeah. Well, Shao of Zone is going to come down. That might be the worst card that PinPing could have drawn this turn. He's not happy to see that, but has he gone through the Neptulon yet? That's still in there, right? So that's the finisher he's looking for.
Oh, Zombie Chow's another 2 cards, so we're at like 22.
Counted that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I started with like the low curve stuff.
What about Flame Tongues?
Oh, I didn't count those. It's 22. Manatide. At least 1. Lotheb 24. Well, it wasn't in the original count.
So he holds on the attack. He is playing around Molten Giant.
Oh man, the fear. He has 2 hexes. Like what could go wrong? You hex the Molten Giants. I mean, Zalae is just sitting on so many cards, and it's so easy for this Warlock deck to just win out of nowhere. It's extremely easy.
Yeah, he doesn't want to die unnecessarily.
All he needs is the Faceless, and he has 24 damage. That's it.
And then he's got Hellfire.
Yeah.
So that's just a little bit more. And he also has Dark Bomb. That's just straight up enough burn.
Like, you just Hellfire this turn, and you play your heal bot. He really wants to life tap, I guess. That's the concern here.
Yeah.
Maybe you life tap and play your heal bot.
I think Healbot here is appropriate.
Alright, only takes 1 from the boom.
Pretty good, pretty good. Fire Elemental right on time.
Yeah, great draw.
Taunt Totem here would be exquisite.
PinPing's at exactly the amount of life he wants to be at.
He's playing around the combo.
Yeah. Alright, here are the Dark Bombs.
I think you can tap then first, right?
Yeah, you can Dark Bomb the Chow if you have to. You want to save 1 Dark Bomb for face.
Oh, that actually works out okay too. Because most likely the Power Mace might remove the 1/2 slime. And then he takes the 1 damage.
That's a good point.
So, assuming he can't heal. But then the big problem again becomes Taunt Totems.
No, I think the Chow would take out the slime, because he's got Healing Totem in play anyway.
Oh, so I always thought he was going to Dark Bomb the Chow.
Oh, yeah, if you Dark Bomb the Chow, then yeah. I like that play. Dark Bomb Chow, play Belcher.
Yeah, the problem is Taunt Totems though.
100% chance to be rolled if you have lethal. Here we go. I think you do just use one of these hexes, though.
Yeah. Especially now that you have Pilot Shredder.
You should totem first.
He's saving it for the Giants, I'm telling you. And the next card, Zalae's going to draw a Mountain Giant.
He's at 24. Oh, no.
Taunt Totem?
Oh, my God. Faceless Manipulator is lethal.
Uh-oh! Oh.
Wow. He's so far into his deck, too. Such a high chance of hitting.
I mean, he's going to tap, though, right? Tap, Owl, Dark Bomb.
Yeah, but every turn he waits, the chances of PinPing rolling a Taunt Totem increases. It's 50% next turn to hit Taunt Totem.
Yeah, but he's also playing stuff, too. Also, he can silence the Taunt Totem.
But he can't silence it and lethal in the same turn.
Right, but he can silence it and guarantee that it won't become a problem.
That's true.
Yeah. If I were to start a Mafia ring, I'd have Ironbeak Owl as one of my first recruits.
Mafia ring?
Yeah. He knows how to keep people quiet.
Hoot hoot. Alright, he hits. This is the faceless turn. Nope. Oh man.
He silenced the Owl.
He definitely life tap though.
Yep. You silence the Taunt Totem for sure. Oh!
Got him.
I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where silencing the totem actually might be better at keeping it away than Black Knight.
Yeah, I think you just want the 4/5 though.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe silence plus heal bot's the way to go. Can't fault him for that play.
But then PinPingho can still get in the way by hexing his own minion.
Then you Black Knight the Frog. Or Mortal Coil.
Yeah, that's true.
If you Mortal Coil, you don't have the mana for lethal, though. Oh, very tough spot to be in for Zalae.
Okay.
The most damage he can deal with 10 mana is 24.
Yes, now that Soulfire got nerfed too.
And he's still waiting to draw. That Faceless desperately needs it.
Ooh, Lotheb is pretty nice.
That is, yeah, maybe the best draw PinPing could have gotten. I'm so glad that this game is so close, too. These decks are awesome, both of them.
Really tight. I'm a little sad Pilot Shredder won't be able to live out to its potential. So many. I mean, that was another patient assassin that was killed.
Yeah, are we going to see Lotheb come down here? He's definitely going to play it. I mean, you have to. You know Zalae doesn't have minions because he hasn't been playing much.
Right. I mean, PinPingho knows what kind of deck this is, right? Has he been able to pay attention?
He's been playing around Molten Giant. I don't think so. But to be fair, we were casting the games and you were convinced that there were Molten Giants that you saw. So I'm just saying.
In my defense, it's been a lot of handlock games.
That's true. They all kind of blend together after a while.
Yeah.
Well, killing Zombie Chow gives him a bit more life to play with. Killing the 4-3 might be even better, though.
Maybe Mortal Coil. Is that too expensive? Probably.
I'd like to see a life tap.
Yeah, I guess the light tap's much cheaper than Mortal Coil. Does the same thing, essentially.
He really needs to draw that Faceless.
Yep.
Just needs to be sitting on the combo. I mean, how many cards are even left in the Warlock's hand? It seems like the game's gone on for a pretty long time. He's drawn a lot. PinPing's best draw is Defender of Argus, I think.
Thanos.
That's not bad, actually. He can Mortal Coil this turn, take out Lotheb if he wants.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or the better play is to Mortal Coil the Chow and trade with the 4-3. It takes even more power off.
Wow, he's actually on his second to last card.
Yeah, silencing that Taunt Totem ends up paying off. Wow, he doesn't even kill the 4-3. That's it. There's no Taunt Murlocs.
No, you hex your own minion.
If he's playing around the combo, yeah.
You hex your own minion.
Is he
twice.
thinking about it? Is he thinking about it?
You gotta do it.
That is the way he lives.
You also should hex. You should also hex your own taunt totem.
Yep.
So that way you can roll it again. Does he not really know this at all? You have to be suspicious about something. In his mind, he might be wondering if he's like waiting on Jiraxis and other cards like that.
Yeah. It's tough to say. Is he thinking about the combo? I don't think he is, honestly. He was too liberal with his life total. He just put himself to 24.
Wow.
That's game. He's not thinking about it at all. Wow, and Zalae takes game one. What a great game.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say PinPingho did hex his minion.
There's the expression. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I like that he took it in pretty good stride, where he's just like, oh,
yeah.
oh, that's cute. Well, I guess it feels a lot better when you already know you qualified. So I guess to him, it's all
Yeah.
the same. But man, that was a pretty fun game. Pretty fun game.
Yeah.
And now we go into the next game where Zalae just has to win 2 more and he's qualified through.
Definitely. And I love that Warlock deck so much. Such a more refined version of the all removal one I was trying. I was playing like Drakes
Like
and Soul.
shot
This kind of priest deck should be able
double
to
zombie chow.
snowball early a lot better than a normal one. Yeah, much faster.
Yeah, it'll always be able to control the 1/1s.
This priest deck might be the third deck I play.
So you're just gonna play basically the finalist desks.
Yeah, I like the Paladin. I like Paladin too. I wouldn't play this Paladin list. I like my Paladin list more. But Priest is solid. The Undertaker one. It just depends on how much aggro you expect, I guess. Can't play that Priest deck against Handlock, that's for sure.
Let me think.
Well, is he gonna let a one-drop trade for Juggler? Nope. We're just gonna see a heal turn 2 from Zalae most likely.
Yeah, well, that's what he wanted, some board control early on. It is, as much as we talk about how it's the Death Rattle Priest, it is very much focused on the early game board control.
Yeah, it's just ridiculously powerful. Like Dark Cultist is such an insane card. I can't believe how good Nex Rammus is overall. That was the best card in Nex Rammus too. At least that was my vote.
Really?
Yeah, Despite was number 2 in my opinion. What would you say was the best Undertaker?
Undertaker was pretty high up there. I also thought Sludge Belcher was pretty nuts after seeing it perform for a while.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone thought Lotheb was really good, but...
In my opinion, Cultist is in like 100% of the decks that can play him, whereas the other cards aren't. That's the way I look at it. They're all insane though.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah, Dark Cultist definitely is like... It's just pretty strong. And it fits like the curve of everything too, because Priest can like have that 3-mana Death Rattle and still be able to build the board like that, so it's really good. What do you smack here?
Oh, it's a tough call. It's got to be the Chow, I think. Well, I mean, you have an Owl, I guess.
You have to guess that your opponent's going to have another minion out there for Dark Cultist. Especially if he has Powered Shield, then it's like, meh.
Yeah, just give him a 2/5.
Right.
Or 2/6, rather. Alright, Chow, Destroyer of Dudes. It's going to make that Quartermaster kind of rot in PinPing's hand. Yeah, Zalae has just another Cultist this turn, I think. It's got to be better than playing a Defender.
Make the most godly zombie Chow of all time, a 2/9.
Maybe he plays an Inner Fire.
Or a Crazed Alchemist and just smacks him for 9 damage.
Okay.
Jeez, it's like a build your own
Business
Death
delivery
Lord.
machine. 3 a turn, boys. Getting in.
It's pretty strong, man.
Alright, he's just going to Owl this.
Oh, that zombie Chow.
Yeah, Owl is usually lacking good targets against Priest. Sylvanas is pretty much the only thing you want to silence. But here it's definitely going to be pretty good.
I guess the nice thing is that its Death Rattle won't heal the Priest, or the Paladin rather.
Yeah. Do you play Minibot here? You don't just play Muster, I don't think. You want to save Muster for turn 8.
Shielded Minibot would allow it to contest the zombie Chow. Next turn...
Alright, it's going to be a Muster. Forces the Holy Nova now.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think the must for battle.
It's easy to say because he doesn't have the Nova, but man, we'd be mad at that play if
Right.
he had a Holy Nova in hand. So here we go. I think Sludge Belcher is going to come down.
I guess you do get Quartermaster value the next turn.
Yeah. Sludge Belcher is pretty good against Quartermaster as well.
Yeah, every single buffed minion, the 2 of them get traded in.
I still think you should play it though. It's hard to ask for more than that out of a Quartermaster, to be honest.
2 buffed minion targets? Yeah, reasonably strong. You don't even have to lose both of them because you have the Ironbeak Owl.
You could Consecrate, but then he has a Slime. He's going to take out another dude. I guess you make a dude though. Yeah, Quartermaster's the play. Alright, we're going to go Owl and a Soldier into the Sludge Belcher, I think. And yeah, Paladin has the board by a little bit.
The Cabal Shadow Priest will be able to take the Quartermaster.
Yeah, that's pretty insane, huh?
That's really nuts.
Stealing a 2/5.
There's only a handful of cards that are better than that.
My Exna and stuff.
Yeah, my Exna and Oasis Snapjaw. Like, that's about it.
Well, the dream.
And you get to kill this 3/2.
Yeah, I think you do instead of going face.
Yeah, for sure. Considering that, like you said, this Consecration plays if you don't. Well, it's pretty back and forth.
Yeah.
Really
Now what do
even
you
game.
do?
Gotta start back.
Minibot Belcher. Okay. Not too worried about hero powering. Now
There
the
he is.
Quartermaster's played. Undertaker right on time. This is usually the point in the game I draw it as a hunter.
Let's see. And he doesn't want to take that much damage from the Sludge Belcher. Does he toss in the Shrinkmeister here? I don't know.
I think so. I mean, otherwise it's gonna deal 6 damage to your stuff. Yeah, I think you just play Shrinkmeister. The only awkward thing about Shrinkmeister is you don't get to play all your Death Rattle guys for your Undertaker.
You need to keep that silence for Tyrion.
Definitely.
That's like the thing.
Can't just throw that out here.
So if you Shrinkmeister, you have 5 mana remaining. You have enough to Undertaker, Honda Creeper, and Hero Power.
Some actually complicated boards here. Minion battling. Blizzard developers around the world rejoice.
Celebrate in pandemonium.
Look at that mid-rangey dude attacking the other mid-rangey dude.
We love interaction.
Cultist comes down, the max value play there.
Oh man. Wow.
Think you do it.
I'm pretty sure that's the best case scenario, which is what just happened, considering that this is a Death Rattle deck.
And now Undertaker is not going to do much against what Paladin has. See how back and forth this is? Crazy.
Yeah. Very tight series.
That's what I mean, man. That's why it's hard to win for Priest, though, is that combo. No matter how far ahead you are, since you don't have Burst, they're eventually going to draw it.
Well, the way you can is through sheer card advantage, right? The fact that you might be able to climb so far up that it won't matter.
Yeah.
But Northshire Cleric's nowhere to be seen for Zalae.
Yeah, he's going to throw out some duders. 1 mana Dark Cultist. No big deal.
1 mana Spire Tank.
Hashtag next Rammus balance.
The
And,
Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Well, good thing PinPingho added Big Game Hunter for the Undertaker.
I guess we're killing off Undertaker and Loot Hoarder here. Play Piloted Shredder and hope for the best.
Man. I really don't see how Priest can seize back the board. This Loot Hoarder has to draw something big, like Circle of Healing Alkani. Because that's their, like, equality version right back.
Yep.
Still possible, though.
Paladin's better at rebuilding after those sweeps.
It's the hero power.
Yeah, it's a problem for Priest to deal with for sure. Yeah, this is what I'm not sure about. I think it was better to trade for him with the slime and then attack the Loot Hoarder. Save a point of life.
Well, I guess so, because the 1 point of damage doesn't really matter to the face.
Well, you're not. You're gonna trade a Loot Hoarder anyway because of Haunted Creeper.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think. I would.
You're right.
But then you're
right.
admitting you made a mistake, and it's embarrassing.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Ah, some pretty decent quality cards here.
Yeah, Sylvanas can definitely pull this game back towards Priest.
All right, well, I think Sylvanas is the play here then.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's not a lot of ways for Paladin to interact with that well. He's already played his Owl on the massive zombie chow. And, yeah, that Sylvanas is going to have to be fought through the hard way. Probably going to have to hero power or attack it and just hope for the best.
Man, I don't know what else Zalae has to really think about here. So if he plays Sylvanas, he'll kill off one of these 1 health minions, probably the 1/1. Then there's no way to easily trade into it because Sylvanas will guarantee steal the Pilot Shredder. The alternative is to ignore Sylvanas start rushing, but Paladin's not that far ahead in the damage count after the turn's been dealt with, so. Yeah. Other Peacekeepers, yeah, it's okay. Gives puts Sylvanas on a slow down path.
It's gonna make Sylvanas possible to ignore for a couple turns at least. Just kind of go face and make the priest be the one to suicide it in.
Build the 1/1 so that way it's a higher chance to steal something insignificant.
Yep. Haunted Creeper, of course. Slayer of 1/1s is in the way.
Yikes!
That's pretty sick.
Oh man. I mean, this is why I feel like in the late game, Priest actually just completely destroys the Paladin.
Definitely can happen that way.
Scales so well against everything like the shield mini.
Those are a couple super high impact draws in a row, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, one Tyrion, then who's winning?
The guy who has the owl.
Well, that is an equality. I mean, not at its best here.
So, I guess maybe it's time to see the Pilot Shredder.
It's time to roll Doomsayer is what it is.
Yeah. Pilot Shredder can get Doomsayer, but more importantly, I think it can get the Patient Assassin.
Could do that.
Although the Patient Assassin actually be stolen, right?
Probably, unless you suicide the Peacekeeper. Well, I don't know. Sylvanas doesn't really have a way of killing itself.
Shadow or Pain.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you got to roll off your Pilot Shredder.
Definitely
It'd be
seems
hilarious
like
if it's like Millhouse Mana Storm.
These games are so much more complex than they were before GVG, it seems like.
Yeah. You just have to account for all the possibilities.
It's a Doomsayer.
Shadow Box. That's the second time that we've seen that card being on the opposite side of a Priest. It's also a really fun card.
Yeah, it's a good card. I tried it out just so you had a 2-drop in Priest mostly.
Right. Alright, well, Powered Shield's pretty reasonable. It's a
great
decent card.
I think you put it on the 1/1? Maybe the bubble guy.
Yeah, I think the Shielded Minibot has more to contribute. Considering what's on the board here.
Well, let's see what he draws.
Well, I mean...
Oh, he's considering forcing... Yeah, the reason he was thinking so long there is he was considering making some trades and then forcing the Shadow Boxer to shoot his own Sylvanas by healing himself.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. That would have been interesting. I think this is better, though. Keep up Sylvanas as long as you can. Make him afraid of playing targets.
Oh, man.
Alright.
Silver.
Well, choose whoever answers the Shielded Minibot. This is definitely going to be a very grindy game. It might even just go to fatigue. It's been a while since we've seen a fatigue game.
This is like the closest matches we could have had, honestly, for the finals.
Yeah, these guys are well matched.
They're playing well, too. No mistakes, really.
Very minor mistakes.
Yeah, like PinPing didn't realize what the Warlock deck was trying to do, which is why he played that way. But I feel like he would have hexed his own minion had he known. Shrinkmeister is not going to do too much here. Definitely one of the weaker draws Priest could have had there. I guess you just keep killing 1/1s and healing your minion. Or do you heal yourself?
I think you heal the minion, so that way you force him to... It's like the same thing. You force him to give up the Peacekeeper.
Yeah.
It's tough. Either way, I think you do want to get the 3-2 out, though.
Alright.
That tempo swing.
I let him gain 2 life because he gets to heal himself now.
Yep.
The best Bloodfin Raptor.
It's a Bloodfin Raptor. No, it's
Voodoo Raptor.
yeah. It's like this. It's like the Iron Forge Rifleman. Pew, pew.
I wonder.
Well, Lothep draw off the top is finally some action here. This was definitely the calm before the storm.
Yeah, I can't really play it into that Sylvanas. That is just a very inconvenient 1-5 to deal with this game.
Right.
It's kept PinPing's hero power in check all game.
Sylvanas has lived for like. I think this is the longest Sylvanas has ever lived.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, PinPing's waiting to draw the other half of the quality combo.
Even then, he just gives up his Peacekeeper.
Oh man.
Another muster for battle.
Do you equality now, or do you keep waiting?
If you have quality, you can muster for battle and then smack. It's tough. I think you'd rather wait because you know that the deck, the deck's gonna slow down eventually, right? Or sorry, it's gonna speed up eventually with cards being played. But
Yeah.
is it too late then? Quality's not doing that much. It is pretty disappointing.
Alright, he's taking damage he doesn't need to here. Oh, it's 2 damage he didn't need to take.
Why not?
Or, my bad. Slime's 1-2. I'm
Yep.
dumb. I'm exhausted. Alright. Well,
Well, Alkanai does pick it up a little bit, so we
Yeah.
can see the 2 damage being dealt, killing off these tokens.
Sylvanas living the dream.
No, Sylvanas is in retirement, trying to collect her social security checks. And now she just got a call that her grandson's stuck in Africa and needs wired
Yeah.
money in order to rescue him.
Yeah.
Of course, she got it over email that was containing many typos and spelling errors.
Equality and Peacekeeper. 1-1 Sylvanas.
Marginalized by society.
Marginalized by society. Exactly.
Just trying to keep the
He's
females
just gonna
down.
make a 5-5. Let's go. Get in there.
Alright, let's go.
What the?
Oh, Quartermaster.
Yeah, but if you're gonna, if you're afraid of Quartermaster, why not? Okay.
That makes sense.
If you're afraid of Quartermaster, though, why not just like lose this Sylvanas? I guess okay. You want to have the body. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's actually fine.
This is Sylvanas Unleashed. No longer shackled by the chains of preconceived notions and societal change. Or sorry, societal norms.
That is the best Sylvanas I've ever seen in my life. The amount of value that got. It killed like 10 tokens.
And it's going to kill a Knife Juggler.
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna kill a Lotheb actually. Well, no, Lotheb's getting death. Knife
Oh,
Juggler's
wait,
getting
Knife Juggler can get
power.
hero powered. Huh.
All right, going face for 8. Paladin's in a really tough spot at this point. I think that's what we're gonna see. Death on the Lotheb, hero power on the Knife Juggler. He's still got Black Knight in case Tyrion gets drawn.
Yeah, I evaluated that, and I think you're right. Shadow Word Death's pretty strong here. There's no point in playing cleanup anymore if you're that close, right? If you're that close, right?
Is he going in?
Man, how sick would this be if Sylvanas is, like, the finishing blow? Actually, it is. That Sylvanas has endured the test of time. She's eternal in her youth.
PinPing.
She put on the aging cream and everything.
Shocked about that game, it looks like.
Yeah, that or somebody farted next to him or something.
Mm.
Wow, what a series.
Yeah.
Is that 1-1?
That is. Well,
No, it's 2-0. The priest beat the paladin, the handlock beat the shaman.
yeah,
So-
Zalae is up.
Zalae is up and 1 game away at all today, which is Very disappointing.
Well, no one drop for Hunter. That's definitely going to hurt.
Yeah.
But a pretty good hand aside from that. Unleash the Hounds is going to be one of his best tools. I think I'd like to see a Haunted Creeper turn 2 here, rather than a Scientist. Well, actually, I guess if he's Scientist and he gets killed, then...
You have the weapon.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the way to go.
It makes sense so that you can get the trap and then you get the extra charge on the equal horn bow.
That and Rubian Egg is going to put on some pants turn 3, if this hand doesn't shape up any better for the Zoo player.
2 power overwhelmings.
And an Abusive. Get him.
It's 10 damage.
Turn 3, get Pyroblasted. Your turn. Oh, man.
Is it the Rubian Egg, or is it now the Knife Juggler?
I think Nerubian Egg. The question is, do you... Well, if you're killing Creeper, then it's Nerubian Egg. Yeah, if he's going face, now he's just super vulnerable to Eaglehorn Bow.
Yeah.
It's absolutely destroyed by Bow here.
That's really important too, because Hunter needs the time. Because Zoo's supposed to overwhelm the Hunter, but Hunter does scale really well because of high mains and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, it's a great spot for Hunter. Ooh, Implosion, that helps, I think.
How much does it help though? Because it does play into Unleash the Hounds and Knife Juggler.
That's a good point. I guess you have to save it till you have 6 mana. Use it with your own Juggler.
So
how do you feel about attacking for 10?
I generally like damage. I think you can attack for 4. It's a pretty good compromise. Power overwhelming is... Power
kill the
overwhelming is pretty
spider?
good here. You kill the spider?
Because you're going to juggle at the end of turn if you
Right.
power overwhelming. It looks like PinPing's leaning towards the Abusive.
I think power overwhelming though is pretty strong.
Yeah, I would power here. I think it's a little better.
You can't even kill off your own egg. Unless you coin power overwhelming. In which case if you coin power overwhelming, that's 6 damage wasted. Oh, okay.
Bit anticlimactic there.
Right, so much tension being built only only for it to just get wasted.
I mean, there is a chance that Knife Juggler lives here. It probably... I mean, if I were the Hunter, I would just use the charge, which I think is what Zalae's going to do.
I think so.
And then just flood the board for
It's really easy to get caught up in the greed and try and get as much value off of your corn bow, but you know how much board position do you sacrifice based off of you trying to optimize it?
I mean, his board is about to be filled with 1,000,000 1-health minions after this turn. 4 of them and a Mad Scientist. So
Right.
he doesn't want that Juggler to be alive. Alright. Hunter is insanely far ahead here. He's got the turn 6 high main for the game going long. There's an Unleash the Hounds in case Zoo somehow manages to catch back up. This looks very grim for PinPing.
Oh!
1 mana away from being good
From
enough.
absolute destruction.
Yeah, maybe tap and wait a turn. Okay, it's a decent card.
Yeah, it stalls for a little bit so you don't take so much damage.
Do
Might
you-
even take the Mad Scientist hit.
Would you power overwhelming now? He's been pretty hesitant about using that Nerubian Egg.
Yeah. The fear is, though, about what trap this Mad Scientist could pop.
Yeah, definitely. Explosive could be a huge problem.
Hmm.
You never really know these days. Some hunters like Snake Trap, some play Freezing, some play Explosive. It really is a mix.
No one
Freezing
plays
seems
Snipe.
and no one plays Snipe.
No one plays Misdirection.
I've seen more I've seen more Snipe than Misdirection, though. That's for sure.
That's true, too. I've seen a couple of snipes. Alright, well, PinPingho also is paying attention to some of the previous games. Zalae also has Snake Trap available to him.
Oh man, that Spectator client. Showing us the way. I'd like to see a suicided web spinner here. Just to play something a bit better.
Hmm.
I kind of want to hold the Juggler for the Unleash.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
here
does someone
it is.
call for a Silverback Patriarch? No? Okay, we'll come back later.
The hero we deserve, man.
The people's champion.
He's back. Enabling Snake Trap since 2014.
You're right. Oh man. But the implosion would have stopped it.
Yeah.
All right. Time for some knife juggles.
I would shoot the 1-4.
Yeah.
Maybe the 3-2.
Those
That's-
imps don't have charge.
Depends on how ambitious I'm feeling.
Really?
Yeah. It's the more ambitious play. And you're pretty far behind at this point.
Whoa! Oh,
Oh.
line it up. Oh,
Oh,
no!
that is unlucky.
Oh, that
Could
is
not have gone like any worse.
so bad.
Well, as far as getting 4 imps, I couldn't have gone any worse.
Right, well, now that's where Unleash the Hounds wins.
Holy wrecked. Yeah, okay, killing Juggler was better.
You, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think
If you have
Zalae's-
children in the room, cover their eyes right now.
I think Zalae's implosion's a little better.
His implosion is better.
He's even gonna slow roll this. Oh, I feel bad for Ping Ping.
Yeah.
Maybe he's seen it and the webcam's on a delay.
Nope, I think he knows what happens here. You know what's worse? The worst thing about Unleash the Hounds is that you have to hear every single dog sound here. Like usually when Unleash the Hounds happens, it's one giant unanimous roar.
Yeah.
But this one, it was just you have to hear it 5 times over.
Yeah.
It's like 5 reasons I hate Hunter.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I've had a lot of practice. Also, I really hate when people don't attack in a line. If you just attack with like random minions and it just doesn't seem like you're doing it, it's like... Well, that's it! Zalae is going to California.
Yeah.
And he qualifies 3-0. PinPingho, well, he's smiling because no matter what, he's also in. It seems extremely unlikely that he will be kicked out of his current first place spot in the standings, which means we have essentially 2 more players who are in the finals for